find a really good tutorial to make a loofah costume. And since I couldn't, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my own. So as you can see, I'm starting out with this little tube dress, and I've got 10 yards of the netting. It's not the regular tulle that comes on a spool, but it's actually the netting. So I've got 10 yards, and I've cut them all in about 2.5 yard sizes. So this is, we're gonna start at the top because I've already tried this and started at the bottom, and that didn't really work out. I didn't finish, but it didn't really look good starting at the bottom. So I'm gonna start at the top, and we'll see how this goes. We're doing this with safety pins, so I'm starting out by grabbing the very ends of it and bunching up some of it. As you can see, I'm putting the safety pin through the back, grabbing a whole bunch of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick it to my dress. Now, because of gravity, of course, the tulle is going to tend to fall down a little bit. So you're going to want to start up as high as you can because it will start to droop or sag a little. And sorry about my voice. I've got horrible allergies today. So I apologize that I sound really nasal. That you're fluffing up your tulle really good because it can tend to stick together, and then it doesn't look really good if you're not fluffed all the way up. So as you can see, I have finished with the first piece of tulle. I've got 3 more to go, and so far it's starting to take shape. So we'll see. Let's keep working. And what I'm doing here is I am going to connect the 2 pieces where I started, starting the new one, and then where I'm finishing the other one. And I'm just going to put it right underneath to make it kind of seamless. Hopefully all this tulle will, I think it's hiding the safety pins pretty good. So, let's see here. There we go. And fluff it out a little bit, and we'll keep working. Okay guys, so I've done 3 pieces of the tulle or the knitting now, and it looks pretty decent. There are some spots in there that could use a little bit more netting. So I think this one, I'm probably not going to pin it down. We're going to see how this works. I think I'm just going to try and work it in to some of these other pieces, just kind of knit it around. See how that works. Just to finish filling in. dress all covered in the netting. As you can see, there are a tiny few holes, but I think I'm just going to adjust those and pin them tonight whenever I get ready to wear the dress. And then the last piece to the dress is, I bought this cord right here at Hobby Lobby. I just bought, I think, 3/4 yard. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear it as a necklace to resemble the rope that you use for your loofah. So I'm just going to grab another pin. And run it through there. And then just put it through. Now, of course, pin it to the back because you don't want your pins showing everywhere. And more than anything, you're just putting that there as safety means that it won't fall off. Anyway, for now, this is the tutorial on how to make your own loofah outfit costume for Halloween. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Hey guys, so what I'm working on now is I am going to make my husband's soap costume. He's a pretty laid-back guy. He doesn't really like anything flashy, or I can't really make him dress up for Halloween. So he agreed to be the soap to my loofah on the condition that it was the most simple costume ever. So basically what we have here is just a plain blue t-shirt, and I've got some of the iron-on, you can see that. It's just the iron-on letters from Hobby Lobby. Make sure to use your 40% off coupon when you're going to Hobby Lobby and buying stuff. And then as a little extra touch, what I'm going to do is I've cut out some felt circles that are supposed to be bubbles. And I've also cut out some of this fusible web thing. I'm not really sure what the name of it is. I craft stuff, but I don't know half of the names of anything. Anyway, it's peon, I don't know. It's this stuff. And so what you do is one side already comes prepared, and you just cut it to the size of whatever it is that you're going to be gluing onto your fabric. And you iron that side, you let it cool off, and then you peel the paper off, and then you stick that down to your fabric, iron it, and then you're good to go. It's pretty much like fabric glue on paper. I'm using this instead of just regular fabric glue because that way I don't have to let it dry, because we are going out tonight. Yes, I have left it for the last minute to get these costumes done. So without further ado, let's try and do this. So I've laid out the letters exactly where I want them to be. My husband is not here to see if this is the right placement, or if this is going to look good on him. So I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope that that it looks good once it's actually on. So make sure to line up your letters really good. You've evenly spaced out the letters and everything else. And there's really no science to them. Kind of just press them, and that's it. Oh, sorry, I have so much trouble with this iron. Okay, so here we go. So that's the very simple part. Oh my gosh, I think I put these on crooked. Nope, they look good. Even if you put them on crooked, it really doesn't matter, because once the shirt is on, it's not like it looks all perfect anyway, you know. So what you do with this is the part that's rough, and you'll feel it if you know, if you've ever worked with this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That part that's rough, you go ahead and glue, put that side down on your fabric, and then just the same thing, just kind of iron it on. Okay, so once you have those ironed, go back and just take off the paper backing. Peel all the backs off of them. So then you just look at your shirt and kind of figure out where you want your bubbles placed. I had kind of determined where I wanted mine on here. So I'm just going to go back, throw my bubbles on here. And I'll double check that that looks good for me. I think it looks super cool. So we'll start with one of them, and then you can just layer them on. Okay, so I have the final product here. It's nothing super fancy, super flashy, but I think it's really gonna look cool once my husband and I are standing next to each other. Him in his soap t-shirt and me in my loofah dress. We're gonna look quite cute, and it's pretty simple for a cute couples do-it-yourself costume. Now, I do want to say that I take back what I said a little bit earlier about my husband never dressing up. I want to show you guys what he wore last year. This is just the hat to it, but he was the Mad Hatter. I got this tutorial for this hat from Threadbanger. It's a really cool tutorial. It does take quite a bit of time to make because it's actually made out of entirely just cardboard and fabric, and it does have a wire that goes around and that makes the rim for the hat. But you can see it's a really, really cool hat, and so my husband was nice enough to sport it last year. And I want to show you what it looks like on. We were the Alice in Wonderland gang. I was the Red Queen, and my husband was the Mad Hatter. My daughter was Alice, and then our son was one of the twins, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So anyway, this is what we wore last year. We'll see if I can maybe find a duck costume for my son, and he can be the little rubber ducky, and I'll just wear my loofah dress again whenever we take him trick-or-treating. So here's a loofah dress, just to show you again. And I think I'm going to throw some glitter on it. I have some of that glitter spray, and I'm probably just going to put some of that on once we're actually headed out tonight, to maybe give it that wet look. So we'll see how it turns out. I hope that I can post some pictures or something that you guys will be able to find. But anyway, I hope that you really enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see if I can make some more. Happy Halloween!